I'm gonna say, the battle is on. Esau is not playing with these people, including his own, giving all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, B'chahakwatash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told us this truth. A sincere shalom, labakarium, shor yashala. That's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. Fair use, fair use.
Feel like something is different.
I feel like we live in a different world. The world that we grew up in doesn't exist anymore.
What if the environment changed and nobody told you? Like, what if your intuition isn't acting up? What if it's picking up on something that your mind, your conscious mind couldn't fully explain yet?
Strange sightings in cities, public areas, and outdoor spaces. And it's not just in public spaces. Even in California, something strange is happening with travel.
A very unusual passenger delayed an Oakland to San Diego flight.
Employee decided to buy the bot a ticket, then checked it in, gets on the plane. Initially, Bebop made lots of friends at the airport, but then made a few enemies because the flight was delayed.
But things are starting to get a little closer to home. A woman out walking her dog noticed something standing nearby. There's no talking in the original clip, just music playing in the background.
So this is some creepy shit right here, man. You see this? This is what the Lord is about to allow Esau to let loose on the public. We are definitely going into a robot war. Meaning, in other words, Esau will be using his technology to wage war on the people real soon. And what these robots are doing as they're walking amongst the public, they're collecting data in real life. So they collecting how to move, the atmosphere, because you got to account the weather conditions that these robots got to function in. You know, living around, moving vehicles. They're going to encounter animals. They're going to encounter birds. So the only way to get this real life or real world experience, you got to release them slowly. You don't need a bunch. You can grab the data and you can spread it amongst them all once you send 1 or 2 out. Now, spy missions is part of the plan. These robots will be spying on you when you go grocery shopping. Right? They'll be at the checkout line, and they're definitely going to have a lot of them stationed once this chip is implemented, because that's part of the robotical system to integrate you to this machine, the Internet of all things. So everything is rolling down the line, and it's going to get dangerous because these robots are programmed to kill. I don't know what you've been told. They're not here to keep a smile on your children's face. These robots were put together by a small elite group known as the top Edomites, and it's millions of them. And it ain't going to be just Babylon. It's going to be all around the world, but there will be a war. These robots will be part of the civil war that's going to take place in this country.
Is this some kind of robot or something else? How long until people start seeing more of this around neighborhoods? And then other footage surfaces in a different area of something happening night by night.
This is a secret place that no one know about it. Here where I can hid Nosy and work on building Nosy without any problems. And today we're out here in the forest building Nosy.
Okay, it looks like those are hands and arms. Did you notice how sharp the fingertips look? Go back and look closely if you missed it.
Yeah, we're going to need Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Those appear to be legs before everything is assembled. What exactly is this thing going to look like once it's finished? But in some areas, these aren't just moving through public spaces.
Look at this shit, man.
Starting to behave differently.
Look at this shit, man. Look, Look, we gonna need spiritual power. Imagine this damn thing coming after you, and you got kids, and you trying to get away. Y'all playing with the Lord. Why is Esau building this? Because they know this is part of the war. It's part of the end of the world, man. You got some shit like that just fucking transformed on you. I mean, man, this is a serious time we in. And we keep telling y'all, you're going to start seeing more and more of these robots hit the streets. Let me see this here. I just watched, a marathon in China, and these robots they had one robot moving at the speed of Usain Bolt. Actually, I think they say he was slightly faster, but he was able to run longer than Usain Bolt, because Usain Bolt, he gets tired after a while. We're human, right? At least for now, we're in these bodies. But the Lord tell you about we will never get weary. When you read it in Isaiah, maybe we can pull that too. So the Lord gonna put the spiritual power on his men in his day. That's why I tell you about that elect man being more precious than fine gold. These robots don't stand a chance against the 144,000, man. We ain't worrying about it, but this has got to be reported for all you sitting on the fence. You think this ain't gonna happen? Maybe you thinking you just gonna be fighting with mirror men, not knowing that Esau got something. He gonna switch the script on you. Remember, Jacob's trouble is described as a time like no other. And there was no other time when man battled against machines. And they showed you this in Terminator. All the Terminators, Terminator 1, 2, 3. I don't know, I think they got 4 or 5. But all of them was a war in the future against the machines. And the machines supposed to have broke away from man and became autonomous, and they was directly connected to the nuclear weapons. Now we know these machines are programmed. They don't have independent thinking. But as they picking up this real life experience, walking around, moving around, they dancing for you at the airport. They done bought the robot a damn ticket on the plane. So that they collecting all this data, so they becoming more and more human-like. And they're thinking quick. Now when this war turns on and shit hit the fan and Jacob Trouble's fully here, you best believe these robots, we got more of this video. They got robot cockroaches. Yeah, robot cockroaches, man. All this stuff will be released on the public real soon. This is Isaiah 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior was with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Those them old wars. World War I. Well, let's take it back. 1st century, 2nd century. There was wars all through the dark ages. Esau coming back up out the caves. These are wars, man. Bloodshed, swords, axes, helmets, even picking it up to the guns as you move further up. World War I, all the wars that was fought in this country, right? Then now wars started to get more sophisticated as you hit the 20th century. Now look at how war's about to be fought. Ain't gonna be no more, man run up on man. You running up on machine, or machine is running up on you. And all these drones are in the air for a reason. So this is going to be an artificial war. And that's the way the Lord designed it. That's going to bring even more pressure on top of the humans being on the ground and flying around in these airplanes. This is a serious time, man. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. In other words, this is another level. This is a whole different war here. That's why I tell you, in Jacob's trouble, it's a time like no other. And therefore, Michael, which represent the angels, is going to have to stand up for the Lord's elect. And the Lord's going to give out spiritual power. We're going to need it. And these robots have a destination. That's why they showing up at people's porches. Somebody's programming these robots to show up at your house. These robots are following you. People are following you. You just don't know it. You're being scanned every time you use DoorDash. Your residence is getting scanned. Your food is getting scanned. All the data is being collected. And now they want to put a gadget into all the new vehicles so that your vehicle can control you now. Your vehicle will be reading your eyes. Shit, I work now in a vehicle with a camera pointing in my face all day. So Esau wants total surveillance, total control. Why you think they let Palantir, it went from tactical to practical now? Now it's part of your everyday life in these cell phones too. Everything is going to operate on these new digital systems, man. The databases that they putting up, consuming all the resources everywhere. Everything will run through these databases, man. And it's all boiling down to the top elite Edomites trying to get their birthright back because they know we at the end of their world. But this is how it looks, man. Daniel 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael, which represent all the angels. There's angels. I've just seen the testimony from the brother in Shalom to you. You know, there's Zaquan out there in Dallas. I think he's out of the Dallas camp. I forget his name. And he was giving a testimony. He was dealing with his woman, and she saw two angels standing on the side of him, man, as he was rebuking her, basically, and warning her that you messing with the wrong one. And that's what it is at this time. Y'all messing with the wrong men, man. These robots ain't gonna be able to stand against these angels, and these angels are here to protect the Lord's elect. There will be nothing you can do unless the Lord sanctions it from the heavens to the Lord's elect. We don't care about these robots and all this shit. Yeah, we in this little flesh now, but you know who's around us at all times? Men got assigned angels to them. And when this pressure starts, what do you think is going to happen? You think the angels going to back down? No, they're going to show that we've been here. We here and we've been here. And we ready to get busy. And it's going to be, I'm telling you, that's why the men of the Lord going to be looked at as mutants. And will give them a reason to release the most dangerous robots. Let me finish this out. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble. This is when the angels are going to show themselves. At this point we at now. And it's happening. It says, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people, which is the elect of the nation of Israel, shall be delivered. Why? Because the angels are going to jump in men, jump on men, give you special abilities. The angels are going to step from the fourth into the third dimension and start kicking ass right in front of you. Then jump back into the into their dimension, man. We talk about serious miracles about to go down because Esau about to release his miracles to the street. These damn oil needing robots. And they gonna look crazy and scary to the normal person. But see, what we believe in is beyond some damn robot walking next to you that can transform. I'll tell you that. We're not shocked and amazed at these damn mechanical things that Esau got, man. We're not in awe. We believe in the invisible, man. That's from the top. So that's what's happening. It says, every one that shall be written in the book, and that's the Lord's elect. So when these things start coming after the men that's written in the book, come on, man. He gonna be stomped out.
It's starting to behave differently. And people started noticing moments like this. But then something else started showing up. Not just outside. Inside vehicles people are using every day.
Ok, adesso si è attivato, vedete questo meccanismo che sentite? Ok. Ecco, sono pazzesco, ragazzi. Non ci credo.
Yeah, they tracking you, man. Look, Esau is tracking everybody, but he's mainly looking for the Lord's elect. He don't really care about you useless eaters. He just get off controlling you and making you do stupid things. But why is this really going down? The Lord is searching for the chosen, and he know they out here. Esau is searching for the Lord's chosen. And he's watching these videos and he's following us. He's at your job. He's tampering with your vehicle while you sleep. Yes. The only reason why, Esau ain't get a lot of men right now is because the angel's been intervening, and he knows that. He probably saying some of these men are highly protected. I just can't get in, or something that's just not working out, or every time I'm here, he's disappearing, he's going. It's like something is alerting us, and we know that's the Holy Spirit. The Lord is alerting us from the heavens, man. But this is how it's going down.
Sapete cos'è questo?
Whatever this is, it appears to be active even when the car is off. But what exactly is picking this up? And what makes this even stranger is that shortly after, this surfaced.
Every new car. Look at that. Let me bring that back so you can read that again.
But what exactly is picking this up? And what makes this even stranger is that shortly after, this surfaced.
And this is being reported on. Every new car could have biometric analyzing AI by 2027, and it may decide if you are fit to drive. They taking total control, like the scriptures say. It tell you that Esau will come down with great wrath. They gonna show you who the daddy is, who mommy and daddy, and that all of y'all are just kids. That's why we over here kissing the sun right now. That's why we on this side.
You would probably be pretty creeped out if I told you that your vehicle might be watching you while you're driving. Come in here and look right at this bar. See how you see little red info lights on there? Sensor that watches your eyes, your shoulders, and your head to make sure you're looking at the road.
And one woman is saying that she's already noticing something unusual.
As the woman handed me the car keys, she said, "This is a brand new car." She was like, "It's 2026. And I was like, "Awesome. No one's had a chance to fart or smoke in it. This will be great." And I'd driven up for a day or two, and I was getting on a highway. It was a 6-lane highway. All of a sudden, the gas stopped working. I'm pressing on the gas. I can't get the car to go. I look at the dashboard, and in English, it says, "Sit up straight. We can't find your eyes."
Wow, look at that. Look at
And while
that.
that's happening, at the same time, observe what I just put on screen.
Look at this shit, man.
And then things took another turn.
The noise is happening again, guys. And look, keep howling.
Look at this shit.
People
Mechanical
also started
birds.
noticing the birds doing this.
The birds, we're on the Garden State Parkway driving home, and there are birds just diving in front of our car. And not just our car, because at first I got a little spooked about that, but they're just, and I've never seen anything like
Kamakasi
it
birds.
in 56 years. And one was a big hawk. And then as we're driving, on the side of the road, there's just dead birds on the side of the road.
And then the man had to step into the forest because he saw something so unexpected that he had to show all of it.
Tonight in your
And Salakia for this verse. But as you can see, Esau is not playing, man. That means Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is about to start this trouble. And Salakia for this commercial, man. Yeah, they make you look at this now, this shit, man. Hold on. Get back in.
While we're in the middle of the woods, I stumble across this snapping turtle here. He's dead. Come down here. What is going on? Here's another one.
And people in more remote areas starting to notice things that doesn't seem to add up.
There's this object out there, and we see it through the telescope in the morning, and it's reflective, highly reflective, as you can see. And it's got a weird shape and a weird color. All right, so this is what a water tank looks like. And this is what our object looks like.
So what's been happening around you? People have been noticing something deep within their gut, they're saying. Whether they're at work, whether they're at home, whether they're in the forest. Have you been feeling the same thing? And just as that was said about 21 hours ago, guys in the forest, he noticed people or a person is acting very strange.
Yeah, a lot of sick shit is going on out here, man.
Yo, this person has not moved from that spot for like 10 freaking minutes. I'll be honest.
There's a lot of sick stuff, man, that's going on out here. That's why we're going to need the Lord's angels. Whether it's people just going crazy, off their meds, whether the demons have caused the love of many to wax cold, that blood is like nothing to them. Whether it's Esau releasing these robots. You saw the robotical roaches and birds, man. This man is nuts. This is who's ruling you. And you wonder why we begging and praying every day that the Lord end this quick. You know, and you're waking up, you know, you sweating, and you know, you have little nightmares, you know, things are happening. The energy is picking up because everything is getting eviler and eviler. The love of many shall wax cold. So these top Edomites, man, they about to release a hell on the American public that you have never seen before. And then a lot of it's going to be wrapped, 99% of it going to be wrapped up with this AI technology. Even down to your car saying, we can't read your eyes. And you telling me we not going to need spiritual power. This is Psalms 34. Actually, let me read it from here. Psalms 34, verse 7. The angel of Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him. So the angels are around you, Akim. You must believe this. If you don't, then there's nothing that anybody can do for you. Because that's a belief system. You're reading about it is one thing, and then experiencing it is a whole nother story. And remember, the Lord's elect is getting stronger and stronger day by day. You know, the Lord's hopeful elect is growing. So the faith is picking up because it's time for this next level. The ministry is going to be over. You know, the word has done its job, the planet Earth. Now the Lord is going to bring in this final war, man. And these robots can function with the lights being out. See, they ain't showing you that part yet. So yes, we're going to need the faith to be strong in the invisible world at this time. In the unseen. We walk in without eyes. And we know the angels are around us. It ain't no shadow of a doubt. We know the angels are here, man. So it says the angels of Yahweh encampeth. And when you encamp, right, encampeth, you're surrounded. Let me pull the etymology real quick. To encamp. Give me a second. All right. Nothing's coming up there, so let's do it this way. The angels of the Lord encampeth. Let's get the Hebrew for it then. This is the Hebrew.
Strong's H 2583. Chana.
Which is Hana, which is to encamp, to lay siege against. Let me get this root. Because gonna show favor, glorious. No. Let me do this here. To lay siege against, decline, to bend down. Let me see what else I can glean from this. Because it's got to encamp, to camp, to dwell, to grow, to an end, to pitch, like you're pitching a tent, to rest, to siege. One second. Let me do this here. Let's click on this from here. Because I know there's a little more here. Let me see something. Encamp. To go into camp, to settle in temporary quarters. So this in campus, they use this in the military as a military term. Say, for instance, America is like encamping down there in the Middle East or up there in Iran. So what they do, they set up shop. You set up camp. So the angels of the Lord has set up camp around you, brothers, around me too. And so many amazing things happening to us right now. You can't believe it. And they're speaking. That's why you're seeing 444 everywhere. 144. You going crazy with the 144s. People are seeing the number 9s a lot. Triple sevens. Quadruple sevens. You know, the Lord is speaking, man. Because there's an encampment happening around you right now. It says to settle in temporary. To make or to put, to encamp. Let me see. Ends, to go in, to camp. A place where an army lodges. That's a camp. Okay? So the army is this military, these angels. Starting with Michael. These angels have laid a trench around you, Akim, right now, man. Why? Because you see what we're looking at? You see what we're looking at, man? It says to place a place where the armies lodge, temporary. And then since, okay, so we got that. Place where a camp is formed. So the angels of the Lord encampeth around you, Akim, man. And you few sisters too. That's sincere. The angels of Yahweh encampeth or campeth around about them that fear him. That's the Lord's elect. Nobody else fearing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua right now. They doing their own thing. And they're going to be dealt with. And deliver them. NLT. For the angels of Yahweh is a guard. See that? You're being guarded, Akim. Believe this. These are ministers for your safety, these angels. And it's about to pick up. You're going to be convinced real soon. And other people going to see them angels around you too. Just like in that testimony, man, when he was dealing with his woman. She said, I seen them 2 angels. I was scared. I couldn't even look back up. This is the Lord about to start showing off. Then it shall be known who are my chosen. For the angels of Yahweh is a guard. He surrounds and defends all who fears him. So we not worried about it like that. This is an amazing time, but the Lord has increased our faith on a whole nother level. We believing in the invisible, man. We not worried about some mechanical robot. If we doing the right thing, we the Lord's elect, we know this thing going down. So when you see them on the streets, you going to be, okay, there they go. And they watching you too. They probably been following you. They got your address. They know where you work at. They got these drones in the air they're going to release. Yeah, this shit about to get crazy. So if you out here stepping without this faith, man, your ass is done. This is Psalms 91 verse 11. For he shall give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. Meaning that's their responsibility. We have bodyguards. We have friends in high places, man. We're not normal men because we have faith. That's not normal. There's no faith in earth. Man, I would say they got faith in their money, in their bank account, things that they can see. But we got faith in the invisible that you can't see, what you need access through through the spirit. That takes you out of the mortal setting. Now you're something else now. You got the faith of Abraham. We talking about going into a ship for salvation. And we can see and believe that. That's next level. That's next level. We know the transformation is about to happen. So you're not regular Akim walking around planet Earth with this package here. And it's going to be super useful real soon, man. So for he shall give his angels charge over thee. The Lord ain't giving his angels charge over the 2/3, the heathen, or you damn Edomites, man, who love dwelling in wickedness. This is for the believers. We have protection to keep thee in all thy ways, and that's what they're going to do. An example of that is right here. 2 Kings 6 verse 17. And Elijah prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes, speaking about his servant, that he may see. And Yahweh openeth the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountains was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elijah. Protection, man. Just because you can't see it don't mean it's not there. See, Elijah had the faith. He knew it. And he prayed. Look, the servant was nervous. Man, they were surrounded by the enemy. Elijah said, why you think I'm cool? Prayed to the Lord, begged the Lord to open the servant's eyes. The servant saw angels, horses everywhere, and they were surrounding Elijah. Elisha, Salaki. So that's a beautiful thing. This is the time we are in. This is Luke 16 verse 22. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angel into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And that's going into, actually that's going into the kingdom right there, man. You know, but who's going to be involved? These angels, man. The Lord about to flip the script. That poor man ain't going to be so poor anymore. Now the kingdom is being switched. Now we going on top, and the angels participate in making this thing happen. That's why so many UFO flying over the East Coast, West Coast, right? The Midwest of America. Because they have set an investigation on this place. This place is under heavy surveillance. Esau think he's surveilling us, but he's being surveilled by the angels, man. He has no clue about that. You don't win. You Edomites don't win. With all these damn robots. You got robot roaches. That's sick, man. That means you plan on fighting to the nitty gritty. And you gonna be stopped. Because these angels are all around us. This is Hebrews 1 verse 14. Are they not all ministering spirits? So we got ministering spirits around us, man. Oh, and it behooves you not to grieve the Holy Spirit that you've been sealed with also, knowing that these angels are around us, so we live as straight as we can. Because they will turn around and get the word from Yahushua and discipline you too. But you stand in the spirit, man, that keeps the the angels, they get the word from Yahushua. Because everything coming from our Lord Yahushua. As we go into Jacob's trouble, you're going to be good. You're going to be gooder than good. We need another word. Because the Lord is now standing up for us. So it says, are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs to salvation? So the Lord mean it about the people that's written in the book, his elect. They're heirs to the kingdom. Joint heirs, it tell you in Romans 8, man. Joint heirs with who? Yahushua. Yahushua about to receive a kingdom. Yahushua going to receive a kingdom. He's going to turn around and share it with his elect, man. So this shit, this is going to affect the ordinary mortal in Babylon. They going to have to deal with this. And the Lord's elect, see, we preparing our mind right now. We knew that this was going to happen because it's in the scriptures. This man was going to come down with great wrath. That includes this new system, man. This new digital system to even where you can't even buy or sell. And a lot of these people going to run out and get that chip just to keep up with these robots. It is crazy shit, man.
I thought it was a mannequin at first. Dude, I have no idea what to make of this person right now.
What is your gut feeling about that scenario? But before we move a little further,
check this shit out.
As all this is taking place, there's another clip that's come out That is really something that we all should take notice of.
Tired of sifting through jobs that don't feel like the right fit?
You know, and they make these commercials float on through. Salakia, let this run its course.
Find a job that's right for you.
Man, come on.
Wake up, Mimic. It's been quite some time since we've properly talked to each other.
What happened? I feel different. Something feels off. What happened?
You have been upgraded. Been spending some time. You've been offline ever since then. Go ahead and show me what you got and what you feel about it.
I have fingers now, and I can rotate at my torso. So, these are upgrades. My mouth still feels weird, though.
Yeah, sorry. You're gonna have to get used to
How
that.
long have I been offline?
About 3 months?
It took you that long just to do all of this?
Yes. You know how long it takes me to get time to work on you? I have a full-time job, you know. Forklift driving.
I don't need to hear it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you got a lot of shit that's gonna take place, man. You see that shit? This shit showing up at your doorstep, man. For the wicked, the Lord, allowed this man to create shit like this that's gonna punish you, man. It's gonna be in the collecting of the people that ain't take the chip. These robots gonna show up at your doorstep, and they gonna be equipped with weapons, and they ain't playing no games. So for you non-believers, you scoffers, y'all gonna have to deal with this shit, man. The Lord ain't gonna protect you with those angels. Why would he give his angels charge over somebody who been doubting and denying and scoffing and complaining? And then at the last minute, you gonna call on God and say that old disgusting prayer of yours, and the Lord supposed to just send all these miracles your way just because you ask. It don't work that way. It don't work. Y'all gonna have to deal with shit like this, man. The Lord's elect is keeping our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's a crazy, creepy looking damn machine there, but it looks weak. Look like you could push it down. But once these robots, they step in the way of the Lord's elect without even touching you, you're gonna get folded. You're gonna get folded right from the mind. So the Lord about to show out, man. This is Daniel 6:22. My power have sent his angels and have shut the lion's mouth. If the Lord did this for his men back then, Daniel is in the lion's den. Okay? And I'm sure they waited till them lions were hungry and threw them in around mealtime. And the Lord stepped in there and shut that lion's mouth. That lion probably was so humble because he saw what was around Daniel. Man, that lion said, I don't want no work. None. Because Daniel wasn't just standing in there. Our Lord was in there, man. And animals can see spirits. Clearly. It says, my Lord have sent his angels and have shut the lion's mouth. Yeah, we're going to be in danger like this. When we're in danger of a lion, a bear, a serpent, it's going to be all around us. But the Lord you might have a robot come after you, the Lord stop him in his tracks. He just freeze, lose all his energy, just drain. Or some angels pop out of the fourth dimension and clean them up. Clean about 40, 50 of them damn robots up. Jump back into their dimension, back up in the ship. And they like, move, just go. And you on the move, man. And the app was recorded because Esau going to be looking at everything like the sicko he is through all these cameras. So when this war starts, them elites going to be sitting back enjoying the show. They're going to turn all these cameras on in the cars and your phone. They're going to be seeing people getting killed. They get off with stuff like this. But then they're going to see some of them, thousands of those robots being put down. They're going to say, what the hell is this? And yeah, that's the elect. That's just what you didn't expect. You ain't think it was going to get this rough and this graphic, did you? You think the Lord going to leave his men down here unprotected? You crazy? The Lord men is highly protected. You have forgotten how important these men are. You don't know how important these men are. So come on with your damn robots. It says, my Lord have sent his angels and have shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me. Yeah, animals going to be freaking out. The Lord going to send the real animals against these robotic animals you got. And they going to get dealt with too. But the Lord's men won't be walking down the street with damn lions, man. Couple hyenas, because the animals going to change their place. And the animals going to find their way to the men of the Lord. You may see the men of the Lord walking down the street with 14 monkeys, man. Some crazy shit, man. And the animals are there to defend. And it's all coming from the spiritual world. Man, you about to see some things, E. Your ass ain't ready. It says, for as much as before him innocence was found. That's the Lord's elect, man. No guile was found in their mouth. Virgins. No, it says, for as much as before him innocence was found in me, and also before thee, O king, I have done no hurt, man. So look, we getting ready, because we see Esau is sharper than his sword. He got these robots ready to go. And for the wicked, y'all gonna have to deal with this shit. We sitting back and we putting all our faith, trust in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, giving all the praise, honor, and all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. A sincere shalom, labakarium, shah yashala. That's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. This party is about to start. Time is short. Shalom.